Oops.
The main attraction.
I hope not.
Folks, we're going to have 4 players and 1 coach. Things ran so late. We got to.
Yeah, blame Coach Knowles.
How does it feel being home?
It feels amazing. I've never loved football so much until right now. I think that was the biggest thing coming back, just trying to find the love for it and keep my confidence, really at a high level, and I think I've done that, putting in as many reps as I've had. So I feel great.
How hard is that to keep your confidence up?
It's definitely like a mental struggle I'm going through every day. It's just like teaching my mind to not let the little parts of the game or something that, held me back before keep holding me back in the future. So it's just it's like reteaching every day, relearning, how to instill that confidence in me every day.
One thing to kind of lose one season, you've had is actually taken a lot of things. I've kind of dealt with it.
I think my support system's been great. My family and my teammates, they've all reached out and given me like the resources I need to stay mentally enthused and just motivated because I understand my ability and what I can do on the field. So just understanding and keeping that belief in myself has really been the biggest thing going forward. So yeah.
Exactly.
What exactly? 2 ACLs. I feel like I've said that a lot. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, just the ACLs. So.
Jim is praised, had high praise for you since he got here. Just now that you're healthy, kind of going to a full fall camp, what's it been like, and kind of what do you see your role on the defensive line?
Just adding another element in the pass rush because we have a lot of great DNs in that room, and we think a lot of us can play a lot of great time for us in the fall. So I think just finding that repetition in every practice and again instilling that confidence in each rep that I take is the biggest thing going forward. No, I'm kidding. I got you.
That's fine.
I got you. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Thank you. Declines.
Yeah.
You guys last year finished middle of the pack nationally in sacks. Obviously, a lot of things that go into sacks. It's going to be an overrated stat. But how much of a point of emphasis is it this year to get to the quarterback?
I think the biggest emphasis is doing our job. Because the thing about it is like a team rush. You can't just like focus on yourself when you're rushing to the quarterback. And that's what Coach Jay's really harped on us. So it's really just understanding that there's 3 guys with you, also trying to rush to the quarterback. And 1 guy gets a sack, that means we all get a sack because we're all doing our job and making the right plays happen. So, yeah.
How would you kind of judge the pass rush last year?
I think it was schematical, I think, if anything. But I think, we had our moments where we kind of got selfish, if anything, about, wanting to make a play that we kind of got out of our, defensive line mentality and the rushman mentality, which was, rushing 4 guys, kind of cage the pocket and keep that quarterback in that little shell. But other than that, I think we did a great job, and I think it showed in the stats. And we still have a lot of things to improve on, of course. But, yeah, I think we were good.
It's over to sometimes, like last year, when you get in games and flash, and like he's about to tap into this. Is it just a matter of you not being able to take a heavier workload physically a year ago? Because it seemed like you could do it in short bursts.
Yeah, I think, some of it was like, it's kind of like my freshman year coming back. We didn't really know how much I could handle and like how many plays I could handle at a certain amount of time. So it was just like kind of trial by error, just seeing what I could do in the short amount of time that I had it. But I definitely think there was more trust to be had on the coach's side with me. So I think that definitely came into this spring, into this fall camp, doing all the plays and doing a lot of repetition with those plays and getting, really honed in on my playbook and things like that.
You talked about feeling healthy now, and maybe you don't have to have any of those conversations. Like, is that still ongoing? That the training staff is nearby?
Yeah, I'm in the training room as much as I can. I've been in there. I leave the facility with like 5 different body parts iced up. But I think the biggest thing is just staying consistent. That's probably my biggest challenge going into this fall camp. Was I'd have moments like that where you said I'm flashing, but it's like where staying consistent in every single play and doing my job every single play is probably the biggest thing I'm trying to continue to work on.
It's just the depth of defensive end. You're technically a backup. Caden Curry's technically a backup. Kenyatta Jackson, you guys have to start with Jack Sawyer and JT. Just the depth of defensive end seems really good for you guys.
Yeah, I personally think we're one of the best groups in the country. So I think it's great to have so many guys because it's going to be a very long season, and we're going to need a lot of rotation. So I guess even when Jack and JT come out of the game, that standard still has to be upheld. So that's really what me, Caden, and KJ are fighting to do every day. He's doing great. I'd say he's I feel like he's found himself in a humble kind of space, you know what I'm saying, where he's kind of took a step back and just like put his head down and worked. I don't think that's the same could be said for a lot of the freshmen here, and it's really cool to see and motivating to see from a young guy like that.
What do you think this defensive front will be known for in October and November? What do you think y'all will be?
Thanks, Coach Knowles.
You're still,
I know what you mean. It's just kind of hard to frame it because I'm not there yet, you know. Yeah. But I just hope that we're known for doing our job and playing at a violently high level each and every snap, going as hard as we can each and every snap. And if that's who we are, then I think we can hang our hat on that for sure. Oh, gosh, man. Who you telling? Nah. It's definitely, like those injuries, like I said, it's probably one of the more humbling experiences of my life. And it kept me grounded. You know, I really realized, like, this is not something that is going to be here forever, and I'm not going to be playing the sport forever. So I just really got to be blessed and thankful that I'm even in this position right now, coming back from those injuries, and still have the opportunity to play at a high level, which I am. So I think I've definitely found myself really trying to stay in the present as much as I can, because it's not always guaranteed that I'm going to be able to do what I can do. So, yeah.
When you had the first one, okay, that happened. To get the second one, having the same injury.
Yeah.
How did you ever think about giving up?
It was definitely hard. I definitely had to lean on some of my loved ones, my family members, my parents, just to like really understand if this is what I wanted to do, and of course it is now. But yeah, it took a second to really just like, I had to understand what it really took to get my body right, how to recover right, how to rest right, do everything I can so that I can stay healthy through a long season.
Did you walk forward?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mike, you want to get Tyleek on the middle?
We'll have Tyleek Williams right here at the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Everyone did?
Yeah.
What does that still mean to you? And then going forward, like, how do you instill, like, this is how you want to change? Because you watched everybody who had already done it.
Yeah, I think it turns into motivation, if anything. Knowing that a lot of the guys who came before us got to that point and succeeded and stayed there. And so that level of excellence has to be, like, solidified in each rep that we do. And I think that the leaders of this team have really tried to hone in on that. Every rep and every practice, we're trying to, like, understand why we're doing it and what we're doing it for. So I think keeping that on the forefront of our minds and every day and every practice is the biggest part of getting back there.
You talked to any of your 2020 classmates about that, getting back to that?
I mean, yeah, we understand what's happened these past couple of years and all the things that we haven't done. So I think this year is definitely like kind of a redemption year in that, right? Understanding that, we've fallen short and we haven't met our expectations. And, it takes a lot to get there, and we understand that. And it takes more than what we've done. So I think finally, taking that next step and doing everything we can intentionally will be the biggest thing going forward. That's what I talk to them about a lot as well. Am I good? Thanks, guys.